Time for a microscopically short update. And I want to keep you abreast of these things. This is not a full show. It will not. No. We had a flash on social media that Mr. Gantz, who apparently had taken the life, accusedly, presumably, taken the wife of, I guess, his girlfriend or his wife at the Castellon Courts subdivision on Narcosi Lane. We had a little flash on the Facebook Tube thing that those charges had been changed. I reached out to the authorities. I've spoken to 2 different law officials. They said that is not the case. That is not the case. Still murder one, still, it doesn't matter what we call it. It's still an absolute tragedy. And it brings me no joy to report that to you, but I did want a clarification. I've had people ask. That's a big deal. It really is. I've heard a lot of times people say, well, justice needs to be served. When somebody's killed, what's justice? And this is not just my political belief or whatever. I'm a very moderate person. Jumping into politics here real quick. You ready? I will tell you, my personal opinion is 85 to 88% of all the United States is very, very, very moderate. I don't want a super liberal. I don't want a super conservative. I don't want people telling me what to do. I want to live my life and be moderate and be right in the middle, because I can see it's both sides that may have a point. And in my personal opinion, our media, I'm using the air quotes, our national media, our big media outlets, literally are pulling people from side to side and saying, oh, you're in our camp and we're only the right ones and you're only the right ones and we only do this. Truth is not a limited commodity. Nobody has a corner on it. None whatsoever. In my personal opinion, I personally believe that the media is trying to pull us apart to these polls, and I don't want to participate. Don't sign me up for it. But I will tell you, an eye for an eye is Hammurabi's code. Yes, it was written into the Bible. Yes, that's it. But even before then, it was the Egyptian code that if something happened to me and I lost an eye and it was your fault, then I get to pluck your eye out. This is the best quote I've ever heard about that phrase. An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. Let me say that again. An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. Does there need to be justice? Absolutely. Does there need to be retribution? No, that's not justice. That's just retribution. Maybe you think that makes you feel good. I'm not thinking so. I've been there. Tell you that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to allude to how, and I'll tell this story later, but I'm going to allude to how moving to the village cost me $1 million. Yeah, I'll tell you about that story later. But I will tell you, there is, just like I said in the last show, there is somebody, somewhere, something, sometime that everyone that's watching this podcast is frustrated with somebody. They're absolutely aggravated. They're mad. They want them to forgive them, or they need to forgive them. An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. My friends, put it down. Just put it down. If you get to a place where you can release that, your life will be better. For me and for the family of this loss, I do hope that there is justice, whatever that looks like. And certainly the very last thing would be a repetition in whatever case. There was discussions or overtures that there may have been substance involved with Mr. Gantz or something like that. It doesn't matter. It's still absolutely tragic. It's horrible. I hope that help can be given to the families of both sides, and I hope it doesn't happen again. And I hope you remember and understand. Since doing that show about the crime rate in the village, I've had people say, oh, well, what about Dana Natsky, or not Natsky, but, I'm trying to remember her name. Back in, I want to say it was the 2000s or 2010, don't quote me, there was a dispatcher at the police station who went to a party, was abducted, murdered, unfortunately, and Mr. Duck was found guilty of that, and her body was found outside the gates. I don't know where she was murdered, and I can't prove where she was murdered, and it doesn't really matter. If you want to add that statistic, okay, then there's 3, at the most 4 in 55 years, and we should be having 1.4 to 1.7 a year. It's still a tenth, or however you calculate it, 1/30th of the standard crime rate. The point is, this is one of the safest places in North America, and I love living here. If you want to look into it, I strongly encourage you to come visit. That said, sadly and tragically, crime is everywhere. And I hope you'll join with me. I really do. I hope that you can agree that this situation needs prayer. It needs, in my opinion, God's guidance and God's forgiveness and God's understanding, because I guarantee you, if it was one of my family members, I would have difficulty coming up with those items. I promise you. As moderate as I want to sound, if that was my loss, it would be different. And I do understand that. I do understand that. Dennis Simpson from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate tuning back in. We will keep you up to date if we have any other developments. I actually have some law professionals, some law enforcement professionals that are notifying me if there's anything going on. So as soon as I hear it, I'll let you know. Dennis Simpson, Hot Springs Village Venues. We'll see you next time. Don't delay. Call Janae. Janae Cook, Taylor Realty, 501-617-9747. Whether you're buying, selling, or just considering. Oh, we don't need a realtor yet. Yes, you do. Don't delay. Call Janae. 501-617-9747. Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations. www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 five-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.